It is Thursday, December the 19th, 2024. It is almost time for Christmas and the New Year. So hopefully you have all your ducks in a row, your reindeers are all hitched up right. Just sharing my links real quick here. We'll get some people in here to watch because, that's kind of important, huh? Good morning, Thomas. I saw you over on Discord and saying off to the show. So, yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are on YouTube, Rumble, X, and Twitch this morning. So thank you if you're hanging out with us on any of those platforms. Crap, I sent that too soon. It does not have Twitch on it. I have to fix it. There we go. Good morning, Thomas. All right, now. Give me 1 second. I'll explain what was going on. Yeah, you guys knocked the water over. How did you knock the water over? Huh? As a lot of you know, I get phone calls at any and all hours of the night from friends and veterans alike that need to talk. Um, this morning, I had a phone call from a personal friend that is also a veteran, who needed to have some conversations. So um, I was taking the time to give them the attention that they needed. I smell something. But how you doing this morning, Thomas? Good morning to anyone else out there. It says there's 5 people watching this morning, so thank you for being here. Hopefully you're having a good morning. Um, Not sure if anybody's going to come hang out with us today or not. Get off the laptop, please. Please. Thank you. Ay, kid. Okay, apparently they hooked up my headset to the laptop now. What to do with this? These kittens. Good morning, Taz. Welcome in, bud. How you doing? So, I'm in the process of looking up why there is a state of emergency for California. And every time I click on something, one of the cats decides it needs to jump on top of the laptop and completely just throw everything into a disarray. Hey, Ryan, welcome in, buddy. Thomas says, good, just found where Karen stashed the cookies. Uh-oh. Thomas is going to get a beating later. It says, not too bad here, just chilling. Chilling's good. You need to relax sometime. So, yeah. What's going on down your way, Ryan? You having a good day, bud? Is today one of your days off, or I have a hard time keeping up with that part. Sorry, bud. All right, let's see what we can find out here. Good morning, Dave. How you doing, bud? Ryan says just popping in before work gets busy. That's good. Hopefully you have a good day at work, bud. Um Tess says the article I found about California was bird flu. Yep. It is the bird flu H5N wait. Yeah, H5N1 virus. Um Apparently it is moving from birds to cows. Oh, Yes, come here. Come here. You're going to stay right here with me. Thank you. Yes, you are. Per Fox News here, we'll read this one first and then we'll move on. It says the declaration follows an outbreak among dairy cows in Southern California farms. California Governor Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency due to H5N1, more commonly known as avian influenza or bird flu. The emergency follows an outbreak of the virus among dairy cows in Southern California farms, according to the news released on the governor's website. After initially being reported in Texas and Kansas in March, bird flu has been confirmed in cattle across 16 U.S. states, as the CDC has reported. Well, you all know what I think about the CDC, but yeah. Bird flu causes death of cats and zoo animals as virus spreads in the United States. There have been no cases of human transmission of bird flu in California, the release stated, with all infections linked to exposure to infected cattle. That's my leg. I've got a bad kitty under the blanket. Proclamation is a targeted action to ensure government agencies have the resources and flexibility they need to respond quickly to this outbreak, Newsom said in a statement. So that's the Fox News version of it. Let's see how that differs from, say, let's look at CBS. We'll see how big of a difference there is between the two. They say California Governor Gavin Newsom declares state of emergency over bird flu, calling it a proactive action. Now they're saying that Wednesday, the CDC had a report of the first severe illness in a person due to bird flu from a Louisiana case. Oh, did they say a human got it now? Because in Louisiana they said a human got it, but I didn't see anything in California yet. Let me keep reading. Hold on a second. I must nip something in the bud here because I am not having this. I am trying to do something. You guys are not going to hide under the blanket and bite the shit out of me. Come here, boo. Come here, boo. Sorry about that, y'all. I need to get me a spray bottle. Threat birds has been happening for a couple of years now. As health and public officials note, to date there has been no recorded cases of person-to-person spread. In California or anywhere else. So they're saying it's not spreading between people. They smell the Tic Tac, yeah, right? Across the U.S., the CDC has reported a total of 61 human cases of bird flu in 16 states so far, with more than half of those cases, 34, being in California. So, California seems to be getting the brunt of it, but California also has more people than most. Come here. Thank you. So, I don't think it's going to turn into the horrible human outbreak that they think it is. The worst part they're going to have is it's going to drive up dairy prices. It's going to drive up beef prices. But they'll get it under control with some just people being smart about it. Fluffy smacking him down when he comes up. But so, in my opinion, unless these guys do something crazy, like I don't even know if I can say it without getting in trouble. So, um, let's just say as long as scientists don't get too involved, I think we'll be okay. If scientists get involved too much, I think we're in trouble. So we'll see which way that goes. You know. Dave says it's already 50 outside, no winter here yet. Ryan said, don't forget now if they all of a sudden come out with a. I'm not saying that. Sorry, Ryan. I can't say it finished that one, bud. But yeah, no, I won't. I won't be taking it either, Ryan. Well, we'll leave it at that. Ted says feels like 21. It's 21 here. Feels like 7. Ryan says it's 50 degrees here in South Carolina too. Dave, what's the temperature here? I think we're about almost 40 this morning. We're at 35. Hey now. Okay. They're really getting into it. It's funny. What are they doing, Flux, huh? What are they doing, Flux? The Fluffers is an anxiety puppy. Kitty, anxiety kitty. I don't know if I can bring it around far enough. There's Whiskers. So, I just came across another news story that will make me go, what the hell is wrong with this? Why are they doing this now? Um, awesome. That's why I like small family farms better for Rumble. There's like 15 snowplows that I've seen so far today. 19 in Minneapolis, and should get around 6 inches of snow. Not bad. Once we get done moving, it can snow all at once. Yeah, I agree on that one. Ryan says, laugh out loud, says, no snow here in South Carolina. Maybe once in a blue moon. Yeah, that happens. So this is out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, the news station up there, WFMZ, channel 69 out of Allentown. But it says Senator Rand Paul, of all people, Rand Paul, blocks measure allowing local state law enforcement to track drones. It says federal legislation responding to mysterious drone sightings in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and across the eastern U.S. failed to take off in the Senate. Senator Chuck Schumer had hoped to gain anonymous support to fast track a bipartisan bill allowing local and state law enforcement to track the drones. But the effort quickly crashed when one senator disagreed. Right now, state and local law enforcement does not have the ability or legal authority to detect drones. If you see a drone over your home, you should not have to shake an 8-ball to see what it is. There ought to be better technology, and there is, Schumer said earlier this week. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky disagreed with the measure. What the Biden administration is currently telling us is they don't see a problem. So if there's a problem that the Biden administration be forthcoming, let us know the extent of the problem. Let us know who is flying the drones, and let us know what's going on. Instead, this bill says, well, you don't know. The Biden administration doesn't know, but why don't we give power to local officials to go after drones? Josh Gothmeier of New Jersey issued the following statement regarding the blocked bill, saying, yesterday's 2-hour-long classified briefing about reported drone and other observed overhead activity in the Northeast reinforced what I've been saying for I've learned in earlier FBI and DHS briefings. I don't believe these recent drone sightings pose an imminent threat to public safety. They said I directly urged representatives from the FBI and DHS to immediately brief the public on what they know. There is no reason to keep the public, especially families in New Jersey, in the dark about what they are seeing, what they are dealing with. Um, so lawmakers think it's okay to tell everybody what's going on, but the federal government said, nah, we don't think so. So, I don't know. This is crap. Let me get caught up on chat here. Remember the ice storms down there like 9 years ago? I lived in North Carolina then. Like it says, I'm in upstate South Carolina, about 30 minutes from Charlotte. Nice. So, so the drone thing. Now that you hear that, Chuck Schumer was pushing to um, basically give more Big Brother powers to local and state government. Um, So yeah, I don't know. I don't trust Schumer or any of them. Um, Alrighty. I wish we knew more about everything going on, but we don't. So I do have something else I want to talk about. Um, if any of you play games on your phone, you probably have seen this already. But there's a war on our young people, and it has to do with them wanting to find um, companionship, honestly. Yeah, Ryan said, remember, Schumer has investments in Northrop Grumman and Raytheon, more money for him. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all, buddy. Um, but I'm seeing a lot of these chatbots, AI girlfriend programs being pushed out. Um, and a lot of them are trying to make themselves sensuous and sexually appealing to these kids, to young adults. Um, I'm just. We had a talk the other day about um, the issues with um, pornography and how it affects the mind. Um, it really breaks down the bond between two people, and so if you have younger children, anyone from 13 to 21, I would honestly sit down and have a conversation with them and try and explain to them um, that it's okay to talk to people online, but to not do an online girlfriend thing with AI. Um, a friend I was talking with actually told me a story. I'm gonna look it up. Dave said, "Sounds like orbs are a problem too." Um, Thomas said, "Doesn't boats have an AI sheep?" Yeah, yeah, he has something up there called Daddy. Ouch, sons of. Let me get the story up because I don't want to get it wrong. I don't need to be harassed by anyone. Hmm. I said both my kids, I told them not to give out their location or any contact information to anyone online. That's good. Yeah, definitely do that. And when they are on my Wi-Fi, people can't trace them back to even our state. Yep. Um, let's use their own news site against them. CNN. But yeah, you won't have a damn it, I can't think of the name of it now. It'll come to me later. But it said here, this is from CNN from October 30th of 2024. It was updated. It says there are no guardrails. This mom believes an AI chatbot is responsible for her son's self-deletion. It's sad that I've got to use a word like that to describe it, but it is what it is. New York. Editor's note. This story contains a discussion of self-deletion. Help is available if you or someone you know is struggling with self-deletion thoughts or mental health matters in the U.S. Call or text 988. Would you please get off the laptop? Move. There. Now you can sit on the laptop. Sorry. In the U.S., call or text 988. The self-deletion and crisis. Globally, the International Association for Self-Deletion Prevention and Befrienders worldwide have contact information for crisis centers around the world. There is a platform out there that you might not have heard about, but you need to know about it because, in my opinion, we are behind the eight ball here. A child is gone. My child is gone. That's what Florida mother Megan Garcia wishes she could tell other parents about. Character AI, a platform that lets users have in-depth conversations with artificial intelligence chatbots. Garcia believes Character AI is responsible for the death of her 14-year-old son. Well, I'm not going to do that. But he died by self-deletion in February, according to a lawsuit she filed against the company last week. The boy had been messaging with the bot in moments before he passed, she alleges. I want them to understand that that this is a platform that the designers chose to put out without proper guardrails, safety measures, or testing. And it is a product that is designed to keep our kids addicted and to manipulate them, Garcia said in an interview with CNN. Garcia alleges that the Character AI, which markets its technology as AI that feels alive, knowingly failed to implement proper safety measures to prevent her son from developing an inappropriate relationship with a chatbot that caused him to withdraw from his family. The lawsuit also claims that the platform did not adequately respond when the boy began expressing thoughts of self-harm to the bot. According to the complaint filed in federal court in Florida, After years of growing concerns about the potential dangers of social media for young users, Garcia's lawsuit shows that parents may also have a reason to be concerned about recent AI technology, which has become increasingly accessible across a range of platforms and services. Similar, although less dire alarms have been raised about other AI services. Nope. Thomas says he has to crank up the snowblower. Have a great and blessed day, everyone. Be safe, Thomas. Don't overdo it, bud. Ryan said, remember to take breaks, Thomas. Taz says, I may be in IT, but AI is dangerous all around, including chatbots. Yep, I agree, Taz. Um, a spokesperson for Character AI told CNN the company does not comment on pending litigation, but that it is heartbroken by the tragic loss of one of our users. I'm sure that just makes the family feel all nice and warm and fuzzy inside, right? It's not that they lost a human life, it's that they lost a user. That's how they see people, and that's some bullshit. We take the safety of our users very seriously, and our trust and safety team has implemented numerous new safety measures over the past 6 months, including a pop-up directing users to the National Self-Deletion Prevention Lifeline that is triggered by terms of self-harm or self-deletion ideation, the company said in a statement. Many of those changes were made after the boy's death. In a separate statement over the summer, Character AI said, field of AI safety is still very new and we won't always get it right, but added that sorry, lost my spot for a second, but added that it aimed to promote safety, avoid harm, and prioritize the well-being of our community. Well, I call bullshit on that because you're trying to get young people addicted to these bots and treat them like you're in a relationship with them. And that's not healthy for the people. Any bets once that happened that the chat bot deleted its logs? I don't know. That'd be interesting to see because I bet that would cost the company a lot of money for tampering with evidence. Ryan says, "All right, cars are rolling in. Peace, y'all. Have a great day, Ryan. Don't work too hard, and we'll talk to you later, buddy. Thanks for being here." Um, here's a relationship with a chatbot. The boy first began using Character AI in April of 2023, shortly after his 14th birthday. This is also the parents' fault. Don't let the parents weasel out of this shit and try to blame it all on the chatbot. Why were they not watching what he was doing when he was online? He's 14 fucking years old. Too many parents give their kids free reign on the internet and just let them do whatever the hell they want. And then they want to cry when something happens. Sorry. Yeah. I feel for her, but she should have been more involved and she should have known what the hell her kid was doing. This is what parental controls are made for. According to the lawsuit, when Garcia first heard he was interacting with an AI chatbot, she said she thought it was something like a video game. However, within months of starting to use the platform, the boy became noticeably withdrawn, spent more and more time alone in his bedroom, and began suffering from low self-esteem. He even quit the junior varsity basketball team at school, the lawsuit claims. When he began to have issues in school, his parents started restricting his screen time and occasionally took his phone away as a punishment. What Garcia told CNN she didn't know at the time was that her son was having extensive conversations with Chat AI chatbots. Character AI is different from other AI chatbots like ChatGTP in that users can talk to a range of different chatbots, often modeled after celebrities and fictional characters, or create their own. And the character AI bots respond with human-like conversational cues, adding references to facial expressions or gestures into their replies. So, to a kid whose brain is still developing, these bots are real. They don't know that they're not real. They don't know that, you know, they think they're starting a conversation and getting into a relationship with a real person. Many of the boys' chats with the character AI bots were sexually explicit, something Garcia said was gut wrenching to read. I had no idea there was a place where a child can log in and have those conversations, very sexual conversations with an AI chatbot, she said. I don't think any parent would approve that. Again, why did you not have parental controls on the boys' products that could pick up on stuff like that? Taz says, don't just blame parents. I'm not just blaming the parents, Taz. I'm the AI thing all in general. It's like the wild, wild west out here with them. They're just doing whatever they want until they get in trouble for it. And then they try, oh, well, we didn't know. We'll change this and we'll change that, trying to skate around it. So I'm glad that they're going to be held accountable. Um, but again, and you're right, a lot of parents are not tech savvy enough, I guess, to understand this. So maybe the schools need to do a better job of keeping parents up to date with some of the um, cyber issues that they're seeing. Um, warn parents about these stupid TikTok challenges, chat bots, and all this stuff. Parents should be getting information about them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're talking about school devices. Yes, we've been through all that too. Yeah, the schools, a lot of them block sites like Facebook and Instagram and those sites, which is good. I mean, it's a school device; they shouldn't be on there, but they don't take into account the chat bots um, and other programs that kids can get into that they shouldn't be allowed in. I know that there was this kid here in Lancaster County that had used um, their school computer to use AI to create pictures of underage kids doing naughty things. Um, it caused quite a stir here as instead of the teachers doing the right thing and contacting the police and having an investigation done right away, they tried to sweep it under the rug and got caught doing it. Um, oh, they allow social media up there? Yeah, well, our school district, I believe, has social media restricted, at least most of it anyway. Um, but yeah, apparently the boy was talking to the bot about self deletion quite a bit. Um, it's sad because here's the situation where if somebody had been monitoring these conversations at the company, they might have been able to contact his parents, and they might have saved a life. Um, but it becomes a very complicated system of, you know, privacy rights. You know, if I'm talking to a chatbot, do I have the right to privacy when I'm sitting here talking to it in disgustingly sexual ways? You know, um, it's it's really hard to navigate this right now. It really is because I'm a free speech person. I believe that people should be allowed to say whatever they want because I want them to show me if they're a bad person. I want them to show me that they're a bad person. That way I can expose them as the bad person that they are, rather than have them go underground and secretly meet with people and build up something that we don't see coming. Um, you know, if a parent takes away the device, we get a call from the social worker basically saying we can't do that because we are getting in the way of their schooling. Well, no, you need to look at them and say, okay, when they're supposed to be in school, they can have access to their device. Um, they can have access to their device to do homework, but after that's done, then you should be able to take the device from them. Hey Jay, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Glad to see you. We're discussing a sad story. I don't know how I didn't hear about this. Apparently, it happened in February of last year. And a friend just brought it to my attention this morning. Jay couldn't wait. Jay ordered a handheld radio from Amazon last night to get it today, so he got it. So you have to let me know how you like it, Jay. Um, but this is something that really needs to be looked into. Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a fight I would take to the school boards as if I was in that position. The school is not the parent. The school's not going to tell me how to punish my child as long as they're getting their schoolwork done. And yeah, that's not. See, up here, the parents are the ones that sign for that equipment. So it's their equipment to take care of, not the students. So if you went to court over that, I'm pretty sure that you would you would win that argument. Don't take me, don't quote me on that because as it states in the disclaimer, I am not a lawyer. I am not an expert. I don't give law advice. That's how I would hope that it would go. That's how it should go. You are the adult. You are the one that is supposed to supervise and guide your child. So if that's what's needed, you know, but yeah, it's definitely a fight that needs to happen. It has to be hashed out, and there has to be guidelines set on this AI stuff because if not, it's going to turn into one of the biggest addictions. Um, well, I'll say it now. I'll predict that it'll become an even bigger addiction epidemic than the opioid epidemic. You'll have so many people, kids included, um, that will end up with a sexual addiction due to interactions with the AI. Um, yeah, I honestly believe that. And you're going to have a lot more people, especially young people, when they realize that their AI girlfriend isn't real. You're going to have them a lot more self deletions. Since up here they hand them out, then bill the parents for damages. That's not no. If you didn't sign that you were going to take responsibility for it, then you shouldn't be responsible for it. If damages are caused, that's that's just bad law practice there. There should be a contract that's sent out by the school that has to be signed by parents. Says as though I 100% agree with you, but that is where a lot of this is happening. It probably isn't a home computer. Sorry you get mad about it. Know a few cases of self deletion due to things they did on a school device. Yeah, that's where hopefully the parents went after the school, because why are the schools not putting a safety mechanism in place on those devices to stop kids from doing that? They don't want to see your butthole fluff. We know you love everybody, but they don't need to see your butthole, buddy. Um, but yeah, schools need to be held accountable in that part and that too, because schools are supposed to keep our kids safe. And as of late, our schools have really not doing that. They haven't been taking care of kids. They haven't been protecting them from outside influences that have been harming them, or actual um, actual physical threats that come into the schools. They're not being protected from that in a lot of places. Um, we were just talking about that on Discord and in the show last night. Where I'm sorry, if you are willing to protect money, money is an inanimate object that is not worth shit compared to our young people. Our young people should be the most important asset that we have. They should be protected no matter what. And instead of protecting young people, we're protecting money. We're protecting these people who think they're better than everybody else because they have money. No, sorry. I don't believe in that. Protect our kids. There's lots of veterans that would have absolutely no issues with going and sitting and protecting kids at school. There's lots of people who would do that. I would volunteer to do that. Now, I'm not just saying that we should just be letting anybody off the street go into the school and say, oh, I'm going to protect the school. No, you have to, if you're going to protect kids at school, you need to go through training programs and all that stuff. You need to have clearances. There has to be, background checks and stuff like that done. Um, you know, but I still believe that it should happen. We need to do a better job of protecting our kids. Stop making school campuses completely open that anybody can walk onto the campus at any point in time and blend in. You know, fence them completely in, make 2 or 3 entrances onto the campus that um, have armed checkpoints at them, and make sure all the doors of the school are locked from the outside except for one entrance that has an armed guard there. Taz says, I've always said, put vets at the entrances of schools armed. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't want my kid going to school like that because that's like a prison. No, there's two different types of things. Yeah, people go to prison because and have to deal with being armed, guarded, but also we protect our valuables with armed guards, banks, Wall Street. Um, you know, you, why are we not protecting our kids? I don't get the logic there. It makes no sense to me. You can't say that you love kids and then sit there in the next statement say, "Oh, I don't think they should be protected by armed." If you want to protect kids, you protect kids. Hi, my buddy. Whoa. I don't think he liked that. You shouldn't suck on that. Next time he's not going to be so nice, I don't think. Um, but yeah, I've heard so many people argue with me over that whole aspect. Oh, well, get him, Fluff. Get him, Fluff. Don't let him bite on you like that. Um, yeah, we have all these school pew pew things going on, and really not much to prevent it. We're giving people soft targets to hit. Schools are absolute soft targets. Um, People go there because they know they're not going to find any resistance at first. They can go in and do massive damage and cause massive loss of life. All right, enough. Get down now. Come here, you little shit. I've had enough of you now. Lay down. Sorry, y'all. But um, you know, we put up all these signs that this is a um, you're not allowed to have pew pews in this area. When I was a kid, that was not a thing. We used to take our pew pews with us in our cars and go hunting right after school. We have um, rifle league in our schools here. You know, I don't get making soft targets of the most vulnerable people that we have. Hospitals are another one. Um, I don't think that me being a legal person who has a concealed carry permit for my pew pew, I don't think that I should not be allowed to carry in those places. I should be allowed to carry when I go to a school. I should be allowed to carry at a hospital. Government buildings, I understand they have protection at government buildings. But I would even argue that I should be able to carry there as long as I have passed the requirements to get my concealed carry. And you're right, Taz, that we do have common sense, and unfortunately that flower doesn't bloom in everybody's garden anymore. Um, so I'm sorry, I get a little overly passionate about this because I hate seeing kids being hurt. I really do. And it really bugs me. Hi, Sweet Pea. Is Sweet Pea getting worked up over it too? Good, good girl, Sweet Pea. So, um, we are traumatizing an entire generation of kids. And instead of it being like the traumatizing that we had when we were kids, where, we were told that the Soviet Union was this horrible place and that they were going to bomb us someday with nuclear bombs, and we were had to go through the drills in school where we had to get under the desk, which looking back made absolutely zero sense whatsoever. Um, yeah. Um, I don't know that. I mean, I guess that could happen, but that's going to be very far and few between, I believe, in my opinion, anyway. You know, at least here in Pennsylvania, you have to renew every 5 years, 6 years, I think it is. And yeah, I don't know how it is other places. Um, but unfortunately, there's always going to be outliers, and I think those outliers are going to be few and far between compared to actual law-abiding citizens. So, but I do understand your concern there. I'm not dismissing your concern, or trying to make light of it. I just don't think it would be as big of a problem as compared to needing to defend oneself and not being able to because they don't, um, that's a problem as well. If somebody has extreme mental health issues like that, I don't know that they should be able to see. That's it gets into some tough areas there. Um, but we're never going to find answers that are going to 100% cover everything. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Life just doesn't work that way. Um, we just do the best we can. That's a good question, Dave. I don't know. I sent out links and everything and haven't heard back from anybody, bud. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to be entertaining and have a good conversation with y'all. What do y'all want to talk about? Is there anything on your mind that you wanna discuss? Anything bothering you? Do you have any prayer requests that you want to throw out there? I think Jay disappeared to go play with his new toy. Either that or he's putting stuff away. Yeah. Well, and that's what pisses me off about these people who complain so much about the U.S. is, you know, go to some other country and see how it works out for you to talk the way you do here. Ohana's in bed, I believe, Dave. Um, I don't know about the rest of them now. I don't think I've even gotten an answer from anybody this morning. Let me look. Nope. I'll reach out and check on people after the show's over, bud. Jay says I'm listening and reading the manual. I know, bud. I'm just giving you shit. So, but oh my. Chad says that sounds really bad. Play with his new toy. Well, can't be any worse than his jerky contest name. God, I love being in this group though because we all have good sense of humors and we can carry on and have a good time and nobody gets butt hurt usually. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of you. I hope you know that. Um, I know that we get into some really intense conversations sometimes. Um, I want you to know that I'm not ever trying to be malicious with what I say. Um, when we have these conversations, I may get passionate about it, and I understand that you're going to get passionate as well. I just ask that you try and be as respectful as possible. No name calling. No, we don't get anywhere with name calling. Um, are there people on Rumble? Let me look here. It says there's one person on Rumble, but I don't know. I don't believe it. I think it's a bot. But yeah. My goal is to start conversations and get people talking, and the more people we get involved, the better solutions we can hopefully come up with. Um, yeah. So that's my goal anyway. But I know I'm just a small fry on here. I'm just pretty much a nobody at this point. Dave said it's a bot. I'm sure it is, bud. I'm sure it is. It's always there. So, um, another thing we're going to talk about here coming up is just the winter season and the way it can affect people. Um, it can really cause a lot of depression this time of year. Um, just the short days, with it being so dark out, it just really affects everybody's mood. Um, so we'll be having a conversation about that coming up soon. Um, try and find ways to help people to combat that feeling, um, and just try and help people to just get over that hump. Um, depression is not a joke. Depression can really, not only mentally debilitate someone, it can physically debilitate someone as well. Um, It can cause physical illness to manifest through stress and depression. So I want to make sure that we're having those discussions and we're making sure we're checking in on each other and just making sure everybody's okay. So, um, I don't say that I love you very much and very often to people. So when I say I love you guys, I honestly mean it. I don't just say it for the hell of it. I don't say it to get clicks or likes or anything like that. I say it because I've developed a relationship with most of you, and I consider you friends and family. And I worry about all of you. Um, so, as always, I want you to remember that if you need me, I'm here. It doesn't matter. If one of you was to call me right now, I would end up putting this on hold or ending it just and going and taking care of what we need to take care of. Tess says I get hit hard during winter months between lack of sun. Yesterday was a 5-year mark since mom passed. Had her funeral a couple days before Christmas. Mom and dad's wedding anniversary is January 15th. Yeah. The holidays are another thing that really triggers a lot of traumatic things for people. Um, and I understand that. Mom's birthday is January 31st. Dave said, "Sorry, Taz, I really miss my mom. I know I'm blessed to still have my mom, and I share it with all of you. She gets on my name and talks to you, sometimes on Rumble on here, sometimes on Discord, and yeah, if you're always welcome to talk to her. Um, if you want to talk to her, just at her and put, at mom, put at me, and then put mom behind it, and I'll make sure she knows to check it and see him so she can answer you. Um, but my mom's the reason that I am the way that I am in a lot of ways. My grandparents as well. So, um, yeah, I get it. But um, Dave says I love the holidays, but it can be hard at the same time. Yeah, I could. I can understand that, Dave. Um, and again, um, if you need me, you have my contact information. Please feel free to use it. Tess says, yeah, I miss mine too. She was the glue that held together the family. She passed at age 63. That's kind of young, bud. I'm sorry. Um, it's never easy losing somebody, especially somebody that you're that close to, like your parents or a sibling. Um, so it can definitely leave a hole that's very hard to fill. Lots of people turn to alcohol or drugs or some other kind of vice to try and fill that hole, and it never does it. Um, the only way to fill that hole is, well, you're never going to fill the hole. Let's be honest. It's not going to happen. The only thing that can happen is that you find better ways to cope and deal with it. Dave said I lost mine at 56, pneumonia. I'm sorry, bud. But people underestimate the power of discussions, of talking. Um, I'm not going to say it's going to fix all your problems, but just knowing that somebody cares enough to listen can sometimes be enough to get you out of a situation. Um, we're working on setting up a couple of things. Um, so if you agreed to get a text message checkup from somebody other than me, because I'm sorry, I try my best, but I can't keep up with everybody. I try, but with everything else that I have to keep up with now, it's just really difficult. So we're working on dis- dispersing some of that responsibility and having other people reach out to check up. Um, so if we decide to do that, I will make sure that people who are reaching out know to text message first, to let you know who it is, why they're doing it, um, and that way you know what's going on. It's not a complete total surprise. Um, so Dave says she loves Christmas, so we always make Christmas nice around here. Really miss her. That's a great way to honor her memory, Dave. It really is. Um, share that love that she had for Christmas with your family and your grandkids. Um, so this is never an easy conversation. I don't want to make light of it. Um, I just want to make sure you know that you're not alone. You always have somebody that you can talk to if you need me. So please remember that. Keep that in mind. Um, and I'll always worry, so there's no point in telling me not to. It doesn't matter. I'll still worry. But, oh my. I love you guys. I hope you know that. I honestly do. And I want what's best for all of you. I want what's best for all of your families as well. Um, Even people who don't like me, I still want what's best for them. Dave, you're a good guy, bud. Good morning, Ray. I hope you're doing well and have a great day at work. Don't let some asshole like me ruin your day. Like I said, I'm blessed. We have a really good community. Um, we don't all agree on everything, but we agree on enough that we can respect each other and work through things for the most part. And sometimes you just have to agree to disagree. We're not going to agree on everything. It's just not possible. I don't care how good of friends you are, you're not going to agree on everything. whether it comes to maybe your favorite sports team or your favorite player. It's not there's going to be differences of opinion. So, um, you just got to make sure you keep things in perspective. But um, what do we talk about after that? I guess let's do a recap here. We talked about the state of emergency in California over the avian flu and how it's going between apparently animals and people. Awesome, Jay. Hey, share the link that you found it on Amazon on the Discord, please, under survival. Please, Jay. I would appreciate that. Um, Again, council and board members, I'm going to be making some posts. Thank you, Jay. On Discord. Um, I will make sure I tag you when I make the posts, but I'm going to need input um, fairly quickly so we can get some balls unraveling and get everything in line for a couple things. So I appreciate y'all. Um, but yeah, everything's coming together, and we just got to make sure we're buttoning everything up and dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Um, so that's what we're working on now. But I do appreciate everyone that volunteers your time. Um, your time is very important, and I don't take that for granted at all. So, but I got to adjust. Sorry about that. Pain's a little much some days. I try to hide it from you as much as possible. But some days it just gets to me, and I can't hide it from you. And I kind of feel bad because I know you come here to get away from stuff sometimes, and I don't want my personal stuff to weigh on you any more than what the regular world is already. Jay said it's posted. Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. Um, I don't want you all worrying about me. Um, this is something that I'm used to dealing with. Um, I am under the care of some of the best doctors in the world, thankfully. And yeah, it's 99% of the time it's under control to where I can at least function. Um, but there are times when my pain just gets to be a lot to where, like right now, it's hard for me to hide it as much as I want to. Um, I know that some of you are going to tell me I'm stupid. I don't need to hide my pain from you. And I appreciate you. I do. But I don't, like I said, I just don't want to make you worry. Um, I scared some of yous already enough with an episode before, and I don't ever want to do that again. So, um, Jay says it's great. You can even listen to the radio stations on it for emergency broadcasts. Very nice. So it has the weather band and all that stuff on there, Jay? They said, sweet. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go ahead and wrap it up. Um, I need to get up and move around a little bit. The plan is to do a show this afternoon. If something comes up that we can't, I will let you know ahead of time. But Jay says it has it all and a flashlight and USB port. That's awesome, bud. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that. But love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. If there's something you want to talk about this afternoon, send me a message on Discord. You can email me, or whatever. But Jake said it's perfect to a survival situation. That's good. We definitely need to be prepared for that. So, but again, love you guys and gals, and I will talk to you this afternoon. Thanks for hanging out. Be safe, everyone. And yeah, peace. We'll talk to y'all soon. Later.